So recently we had Anthony Joshua coming out and saying he would like to fight Tyson Fury if the Wilder fight don't come off in April. Fury has responded. He said, "You have the so-called super champion and golden boy Anthony Joshua, and he is avoiding Deontay Wilder, will not fight him at any cost. If you're not going to fight someone for 40 million pounds, you're not going to fight him for anything. It's a disgrace, and he's a disgrace to boxing." Can you imagine? Oh, sorry, he says here, it takes someone good enough to step up and take the challenge and not be afraid. Not be afraid to take risks and go to someone's backyard and do it. Can you imagine if I went to America and beat Deontay Wilder in America after beating Klitschko in Germany? That would be sensational. It might happen. He also said here, this is such a sad time for heavyweight boxing. I have to take what Tyson Fury is saying here with a pinch of salt, because last I checked, there's still an offer on the table of $15 million for Deontay Wilder to fight Anthony Joshua at Wembley in April. It's got Joshua's signature on it. All Wilder needs to do is put his signature on it and the fight's on. So I don't see how Joshua is avoiding this fight at any cost when there's a contract there for Wilder to sign and make the fight happen in April. You can argue about the money and say he deserves more and this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, it proves that this offer is legitimate. There's a contract. There's Joshua's signature on it. All he needs to do is sign it. The fight will take place. As long as Joshua comes through Povetkin, of course. So that's that out of the way. Secondly, saying that he's a disgrace to boxing and all this kind of stuff and, you know, all the trash talk. I like trash talk and I like Tyson Fury. But where I have an issue with trash talk is when you're going to trash talk someone that you're not willing to step in the ring with it and fight. That's when I've got an issue with trash talk. Yeah, I love trash talk as long as you're willing to go fight those people you're trash talking. You know, you're boxers at the end of the day. What's the point in talking rubbish about a guy and you're not willing to step in the ring with him? And right now, Tyson Fury is not willing to step in the ring with Anthony Joshua. He's not even really willing to step in the ring with Tony Bellew at the moment. Never mind Anthony Joshua. So I have to take what he's saying with a pinch of salt, because who's he fighting? He's fighting Pianeta, a guy who was stopped by Kevin Johnson. When was it? Last year? Kevin Johnson. You know how over the hill and washed up Kevin Johnson is? And he stopped Pianeta like last year or the year before, whenever it was. That is terrible. And that's who Tyson Fury's fighting in his next fight. That's the level that Tyson Fury's at the moment. I understand he had to lose a hell of a lot of weight and it's going to take a long time for him to get back to his best. I understand all that. But while he's in the process of rehabilitating his body and getting back to his best, there's no point in trash talking everybody. Well, there is a point in it, obviously, the publicity. But from a credibility standpoint, and this is where it kind of gets my goat a little bit, is when fighters, as I say, are calling out people and trash talking people who would have no intention of fighting anytime soon. That's when I've got an issue with it. And Tyson Fury has always been envious of Anthony Joshua's success. He always has. He's always been jealous of how much support Anthony Joshua gets from the British public and from the British media. But that's not Anthony Joshua's fault. That, in fact, is Tyson Fury's fault. Because if Tyson Fury had signed with Eddie Hearn instead of signing with Mick Hennessy or Frank Warren, he'd be getting the same kind of push as Anthony Joshua as long as he hadn't said all the controversial things he said. Now, I like the fact that Tyson Fury has no filter. I like the fact that he speaks his mind. But speaking your mind and having no filter comes at a cost. It means you won't get all the big sponsorships. It means you won't get the push from the media. You'll get criticized by the media. You'll get a witch hunt on your case from the media and the boxing establishment. That's what happens if you speak your mind. And so Joshua doesn't, I mean, if he does speak his mind, then there's not really much on his mind, all right? But let's just say he doesn't speak his mind. He holds a lot back because he wants to retain the fame, the money, the public support, etc. And that's the choice that everybody makes. You know, there's no point in getting upset about the choice that you made. This whole idea that Tyson Fury is being criticized purely because he's a gypsy is nonsense. He gets criticized because he's outspoken, he's not politically correct, and he hasn't been promoted by Eddie Hearn, basically. And Eddie Hearn is dominating British boxing at the moment, for better or for worse. As I say, I like Tyson Fury, I like his trash talk, but come on, man. Start trash talking when you're ready to fight these guys. Until then, zip it, man. We don't want to hear it. And when you're ready to fight, then, come out all guns blazing. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, people. It's happening. I'm out.